Hey there, cool cats. This is Karu with another Sequentially Yours Comic Bento unboxing. This is for the month of March. I got this yesterday, and I've been waiting anxiously to open it up with you guys. So why don't we jump right in and start taking a look at this. So, let's get started here. This one's a little bit more taped up than normal. Apparently, that's a thing that they tape like crazy sometimes, based on other people's Comic Bento unboxings, which I hope you watch, but trust me, mine are fun. Okay, so the air cushioning, not that much air cushioning. Oh well, they're books; they'll live. All right, let's see if we can get this open here. What are we looking at? I believe that they said that this month's thing would be power. No, it's not. Oh, hello. All right. Well, one thing at a time. Start with this. When I sit down, usually on a Sunday morning, to read my weekly stack of comics and whatever graphic novels I've got left on my to-read pile, there are two things that absolutely must be in order. First, I need a fresh, hot cup of coffee within reach, and second, the turntable must be powered up and cranking out the sounds of whatever hunk of wax I've chosen to feed it. Some weeks, it's the metal stylings of Black Sabbath or High on Fire. Other times, it's more folksy sounds. It's the more folksy sounds of Frank Turner or William Elliott Whitmore. Musicians from Johnny Cash to Charles Mingus to the Gaslight Anthem and beyond set the tone for my weekly reading. This varied and different selection of music brings us to our first book, an anthology from Image featuring some of the comics. All right, so I guess music. Thanks for giving time to our Amped collection, a read and a listen. Stay tuned for next month when we will bring you Tales of the Powerless. So Amped is our monthly thing. So let's see what's in there. All right, we are starting with The Amazing Spider-Man Edge of Spider-Verse, and hey, anything with Spider-Gwen makes me happy. Yeah, this is the introduction of Spider-Gwen, as well as a couple other of the alternate Spider-Men from the Spider-Verse storyline. I have this all digital. This happens a lot, but you know what? This is probably one of my favorite Spider-Man stories of all time, the Spider-Verse story in general. Edge of Spider-Verse was really well put together, and introduction of Spider-Gwen. You can't go wrong with that. So, yeah, I'm good with that. Alright, next. Death Sentence! Ooh, look at that. It's a masterwork according to Pop Matters, and they would know. They matter, I guess. Monty Nero Dowling. Yeah, those are two different people. But that does sound like a great name, doesn't it? Like, Monty Nero Dowling. It sounds like a rich person in an 80s sitcom. Like, Mr. Belvedere would work for him. Alright, yeah, this is from Titan Comics. Let's see what this is. Verity, featured artist. Sex, superpowers, and 6 months to live. Ooh, that's what I'm not kidding. That's actually what it says. Alright. Verity, frustrated artist. Weasel, struggling guitarist. Monty, rogue media icon. 3 people infected with the G+ virus, which gives them incredible powers, but which will kill them in 6 months. Also, it is for some reason the easiest way to advertise on YouTube. So it goes. Alright, will they fade away, or will they go out in a blaze of glory? From the streets of London to the North Atlantic, from muses lost to futures thrown away, Death Sentence is the jaw-dropping next step in superpowers storytelling. Funny, fearless, and frightening, this collection of the hit series is unforgettable comics debut. Introduction by Rob Williams, The Royals, Ordinary, 2000 AD. Okay. It's interesting. I'll give it that. The artwork seems kind of cool. I mean, you guys take a look. What do you think? Here. Artwork seems interesting, right? Was there something in there that... No. Okay. Yeah, so, death sentence. Cool. Alright. Put the book back on the shelf. A Belle and Sebastian anthology. Okay, sad, partially naked girl holding a book. Well, let's find out what you're all about. Combining colorful lyrics and full-bodied melodies, Belle and Sebastian's infectious brand of indie pop has made the Scottish band cult and critical favorite. Have made the Scottish band cult and critical favorites the world over. Put the book back on the shelf as a collection of stories by independent comic creators and cartoonists who have put their own spins on a cross-section of Belle and Sebastian's songs, crafting narratives inspired by the band's music. Okay, you know what? That's not a bad idea, actually. It's kind of a cool thought. I've seen this done with literature, especially when I was in college. I saw this done with books a lot. In fact, I wrote a class assignment based on Jimmy Buffett's Fins once, which came out pretty well, actually. It's not, great. I was a college kid still learning how to write, but you get the idea. It was not bad, considering. There seems to be a variety of different art styles in here, and presumably writing styles as well. Sometimes you find other artworks and you can make them transformative and make them into something new and something different. And, having something like that in comic book form is actually a really interesting way to go about things. So, yeah, fantastic. Put the book back on the shelf. I don't think I will. I think I will read instead. And finally, Alice Cooper Volume 1, Welcome to My Nightmare. Yet another thing that I already have digitally thanks to a Humble Bundle, which, Humble Bundles are a great way to try out new things, because, you get a bunch of stuff for a few bucks. You can get the entire bundle usually for about $15 with all the bonus stuff and all that. And you know what? It's hundreds and hundreds of pages worth of comics and stuff that you probably would not have otherwise tried. That's how I discovered a lot of other stuff. As I recall, Alice Cooper was not bad, but I only read the first couple of them because that was all that was in the bundle. So let's see what it has to say on the back here. Rock and roll legend Alice Cooper has never been a stranger to the mystic and the macabre. His stage shows were the stuff of legend, featuring snakes and pyrotechnics, the invocation of dark themes and darker forces. But while he was a legend in the waking world, few knew his service as the Lord of Nightmares beyond it, where he watched over us while we dreamed and delivered horrors unto the deserving. Only someone took it all away from him, cast him out of his realm, and locked him away. No longer enslaved to the clan Black, Alice Cooper will reclaim his dark throne at all costs. All hail the godfather of shock rock. Okay. That's cool. Alice Cooper, really, really nice guy. I met him once, and yeah, he was fantastic. And I've always been a big fan of his work. I like the art on this, and again, you can kind of see it upside down there. The glossies are nice. It's nice to have this in hardcover, which is kind of cool. Dynamite put it out. So, yeah. And that appears to be it. We've had a lot of 4-book months here from Comic Bento. I'd like another 5-book month. It's still well worth the $25. Don't get me wrong. I am in no way saying that we should not, that it's not worth getting. But what I am saying is that I like comics and I want more of them, so please send me more 5-book runs if you could, Comic Bento. Thank you. Much appreciated. So, there we go. That's March's Comic Bento. I've got a lot of reading to do ahead of me, but it's looking pretty good. I'm okay with most of the stuff. Last month's stuff was all pretty solid. Nothing I particularly hated. I would let you know if it was really bad, but everything in there was good, was worth the read. Everything here, for the most part, looks worth the read. Who knows exactly what's going to be, but, that's the point of these things. You're going to get a fairly, it's going to average out to good generally, but some things may be bad, some things may be good. Either way, I'm looking forward to checking it all out. So, if you're interested in Comic Bento, be sure to check them out here. And then, sign up. It's about $25 a month. It's $20 a month, but then $5 for shipping. And yeah, I think that if you are really into graphic novels and you're really looking to sort of expand your graphic novel collection, then this is a great way to go about it. And you're basically going to get your money's worth in the sense that in almost every month there will be at least one thing that is worth the cover price, which is almost always what you're paying. And, at least. So it's worth the effort. I'm a big fan. I've been enjoying this, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it too. So I will see you next month for the next Comic Bento unboxing right here on Sequentially Yours. Take care.